What's up, what it do, cyber world? It is your girl, the one and only Ash Brown, and this is Ash Brown Uncensored. On this program particularly, I talk a little bit about everything. It may be pop culture related, but it's probably Ash Brown related. So you got to stay tuned to see what I'm going to talk about. What I'm going to talk about is something from my childhood, something from my years in the Bronx, and it's something that is coming back up again. What am I talking about? A restaurant that I grew up with, and I remember just the excitement as a little kid, and I was probably like 3 or 4 years old, excited to go out with my family to Chi-Chi's. We used to go to Chi-Chi's. And I remember for me, I couldn't tell you like what I ordered. I couldn't tell you what it was. And given that my mom probably ordered for me and she probably just, gave me some basics like, beans and rice and salsa and all that stuff. But the biggest part of that experience for me was getting to dress up and go somewhere. Like when you're 4 years old, where the hell are you going besides church? Outside of church? Where are you going to dress up? So I remember it being like this whole thing of excitement for me of being able to dress up. And yeah, I wasn't an adult, but this is what the grown people do. And going to Chi-Chi's with my family, it was just a fun time. Very memorable for me. Like I said, I don't even remember what I ordered on the menu. Probably got just, like I said, a basic like burrito and beans and rice and stuff like that. And I remember being able to sit there in a seat and having a napkin on my lap and feeling very important in that moment. I think that it was just a really awesome experience for me every time. And we wouldn't go often, but when we did, like, it was a whole thing. Like, I was very much like, oh, we're going to Chi-Chi's. I get to dress up. I get to be like the adults for a day. And that's a whole thing. Well, I bring it up because Chi-Chi's is back, y'all. Chi-Chi's is back. And I was like, OMG. Now, I think over the last couple of years, they've actually been doing a lot of merchandising stuff. So they've been getting products in stores. And I just recall, the feel of nostalgia. Like when I heard about Chi-Chi's and I was like, oh my gosh, Chi-Chi's is coming back. And they're like, yeah, we're bringing Chi-Chi's back. And I believe there are a couple of locations that are coming. I think right now the only one that I saw online is in St. Louis. So St. Louis, Missouri. Oh no, St. Louis, Minneapolis. There's a St. Louis. St. Louis Park, Minneapolis. I didn't realize that there was one in Minneapolis. You learn something new. The more you know. But yeah, it was a Tex-Mex place, and I want to say it was in the Bronx. We didn't too much, from my memory, we didn't too much venture off and like go to the city per se. So I feel like the Chi-Chi's that we went to was in the Bronx or like right outside Bronx city limits. 9 times out of 10. And like I said, it was like a whole family ordeal. Like we went out as a family to Chi-Chi's and it was just very special for me. It was very much the first time that I'm actually like going out with my family. And I just remember it being an amazing experience. As a little kid, getting to do something, you're not going to school, you're not going to church. And I absolutely loved it. So Chi-Chi's always has been this soft spot for me. I haven't thought about Chi-Chi's in a while because when we moved to Georgia, there were no Chi-Chi's where we lived. So Chi-Chi's was very much a New York thing for me. I think that there may have been Chi-Chi's in Georgia, but it was just nowhere near where we were. And then it definitely was not going to be a similar experience. In New York, it was very much like a very official sit-down restaurant. It wasn't like how a lot of places are today where it's like fast food and you're just like, you're kind of in and out and stuff. It was very formal. I remember that much. That much I do remember. Very formal. You had a full table type of spread. And I remember just feeling super excited because I get to sit up like the adults. If we're going out somewhere, I was like, again, where do you go besides daycare and school and church? That's it. That's all you had. So Chi-Chi's is back. I'm going to do my best to see if I can get in contact with someone because I definitely want to talk about it. They said that it's been like 20 years since Chi-Chi's was around and since they closed down shop and all that stuff. And Chi-Chi's is nostalgia for me. Very much so. And I just remember how special it felt going there and having that experience. Just saying that. So I haven't been to Chi-Chi's in over 30 years. I haven't been to a Chi-Chi's in over 30-something years, which is, quite frankly, kind of scary. But if you're in Minneapolis, definitely check out Chi-Chi's. If you're near Minneapolis, go check out Chi-Chi's. Let me know what's goody with Chi-Chi's because I'm super excited. Super duper, super duper, trooper excited. And it's going to be interesting to see what exactly happens. So I don't know what's going on, but the reopening has started. And we will see what happens with Chi-Chi's. We will see what happens. I'm excited. I hope they come to Georgia. I will definitely be there at Georgia. And we'll see what happens. Anyways, I hope that y'all have a great week ahead. I hope that you have a purposeful, productive, and positive week. I will holler at y'all later. Deuces.